In aluminium structures, well-designed joints are crucial for performance. Blind riveting systems solve problems where rivets are inaccessible from both sides. A tool is used to insert rivets from one side and form a closing head effectively. Chobert blind rivet. One type of hollow-shanked rivet, known as the Chobert rivet, is made from steel or aluminium alloys. The closing head is formed by gathering up the material at the end of the rivet shank. In sealed joints, or to increase the shear strength, the hollow shank can be closed by a filler pin. The aluminium rivets are made of AlMg5. The filler pins of AlKMg, cadmium-plated steel, or plastics. Pop rivets. Pop rivets consist of a riveting pin and a rivet sleeve with a flat or countersunk head. In the riveting process, the tool first pulls the sheets tightly together and then forms the closing head. Finally, the pin breaks off at a predetermined point. In some types, the pin breaks at a point within the rivet shank, and its head then remains as a sort of sealing plug. In other types, the head breaks off and falls clear on the blind side. Cup rivets. Cup rivets are blind rivets and a variant of the pop rivet. The riveting procedure and the tool are just the same, but the closing head side of the rivet is completely closed and thus perfectly sealed. The broken-off head of the pin remains in the rivet sleeve. Cup rivets are available in head brake or in shank brake versions, blind rivets with expander mandrels. The figure shows a type of rivet with a mandrel which, when pulled through, first expands the rivet sleeve and then forms the closing head. Riveting of aluminium sheet to soft material. In practice, soft materials, wood, cardboard, hardboard, are often clad with aluminium sheet. A rapid and durable joint can be formed by passing a washer of the corresponding size over the shank of the blind rivet and closing the rivet over this. Blind riveted nuts and screw rivets. There are two versions, the open type and the closed type. Other products are a blind riveted nut, a two-sided riveted nut, a hammer nut, and a screw rivet. Apart from these, there are different types of driven fasteners. Huck bolts are not blind rivets in the strict sense of the term, since the bolts are introduced from the rear, while the closing operation is performed on the working side. The particular advantage of this method is that the rivet bolt itself is not deformed. The joint can withstand very high shear and tensile stresses. Holding devices for riveting. Riveted joints can be made more easily with the aid of suitable holding devices. These can be obtained from the manufacturers of blind rivets. Moreover, there are other virtually essential aids, such as centering clamps, tacking pins, or tacking screws. Thanks for watching.